Who, on God's green earth, could have thought that Grace from Secret Life of the American Teenager could go on to, with this film and her previous one as a filmmaker, prove that she could be this generation's answer to John Hughes? Maybe it was the proximity to Molly Ringwald on that show. Maybe it was natural talent. Maybe it was a mix of the two. I don't know. Either way, I am delighted. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Nerds on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And it's early review time. Way early. This movie comes out in a month. But yeah, movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is My Old Ass. Yes, that is the name of the film. My Old Ass is written and directed by Megan Park. This is her second feature film as director. She's former, I think she still might be an actor, but at least I haven't seen her act in much. So I'm guessing, I don't know if she's retired from acting and has become a filmmaker full time. I don't know. But this is her second feature as a director, the previous one being View with Drew, right on cue. How's it going, buddy? The previous film being the terrific The Fallout, which came out 2 years ago. We reviewed it on this channel. You can find it in our 2022 list. And I love that movie. It's either made my list or it just barely missed it. I think it was on my list for the longest time of any movie. And, oh, okay. Awesome news. I saw the Bike Riders and I got Fall Guy on Blu-ray. Both good movies. What did you think of Bike Riders, Drew? I'm actually curious because that's a great movie. Anyway, I loved that film, and I thought that it was a really powerful drama about, and a very real drama about how young people deal with tragedy in their lives and grief in their lives. In that case, in an instance of school violence. And now we have My Old Ass, which is a more comedic film than her previous film, but no less real and no less wise. The DNA of the woman who made The Fallout is still very much here. And what is the film about? Well, it centers on Elliot. She's played by newcomer Maisie Stella. Who is quite frankly a revelation in this movie. She is 18 years old. She's about to graduate and go to college in Toronto. It's her birthday, and hanging out with her best buds, one of whom is played by Maddie Ziegler, who also was in Park's previous film and has become quite the terrific actress in her own right after some rough early roles, is in the woods, and they have some mushrooms. They make a tea out of it, and while her friends trip in the usual ways that you would on mushrooms, Elliot has a slightly different reaction. Suddenly, she encounters a 39-year-old older version of herself, played by Aubrey Plaza, who tries to help her through this time in her life. But her only warning of things that she wants her to change about herself is she says, "Stay away from a guy named Chad." Well, it turns out, wouldn't you know it, only a day or so afterwards, she meets cute with the Chad in question, played by Percy Hines White, also of another terrific coming-of-age film from this year, I Like Movies, and falls hard for him, and this complicates matters. She also tries to reconnect with her family, her siblings, who she's felt maybe she's a little distant from, particularly she has two brothers who are younger, reconnect with her mom, and also try to reason with her seemingly ordained destiny to work on her family's cranberry farm. Yes, they're cranberry farmers. And all of this in the weeks leading up to her first week of college, with help from her old ass, as she is referred to, who actually turns out to maybe not be a hallucination, because she puts her number in her younger self's phone, and she, under the name My Old Ass. And yeah, things go sideways as a coming-of-age story becomes complicated by magical realist time travel All of Us Strangers type stuff. And this is the story. And let the drama and the laughs begin. And there are an equal amount of those. I loved My Old Ass. It is so weird to say that title in any kind of context that is explanatory, but yeah, I fucking love this movie. Not only I loved the Fallout. I think this might be I like this a little bit more. Yeah, for real. Megan Park is 2 for 2. The sophomore slump, much like Rose Glass before her, the sophomore slump this year has not happened. I adored this film. I think this one is one of the funniest films of the year so far, and it's also one of the sweetest. I love this character. I related a lot to her, despite being a straight, cis man. She is a possibly bisexual young woman, and I wasn't able to relate to that element, but I was definitely able to relate to the struggles of growing up. The idea of this what if scenario of if your older self met you, what would you say to them? What would you ask them? Is played out. And Aubrey Plaza, weirdly enough, is not in this movie as much as you might think. She's in the movie very little, but when she's on screen, she shows why she's one of the most reliably great character actresses we have, and she's absolutely phenomenal. There's one scene in particular involving her sort of bearing witness to a moment from her past and sort of taking it in an emotional way that really struck a chord with me. I loved this movie. I thought this movie was wonderful. It was funny. It was moving. And it had sort of some tragic elements too. I love the relationship between Elliot and her mom. And this is one of those great coming-of-age films from this year and past years. The Fallout, again, I mentioned Megan Park, Dee Dee, things like that. 8th Grade, Lady Bird, it's in that category. This movie is absolutely wonderful. It's funny. There's one joke in particular. There are two jokes in particular. One of them is a drug trip sequence that is one of the more funny on an editing level moments I've seen all year. The other one is a particular moment involving Aubrey Plaza accidentally letting slip something that hasn't happened yet, but will happen very soon to her younger self, which was very, very, very funny. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil the joke, but it's very, very funny. I love this film. This is one of the very best films of the year. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, guys. This has been a really fucking good year for movies, and My Old Ass is another one. And honestly, it's like top 10, top 5 even for me. I really love this movie. I can't wait to see this movie again. I will definitely see this when it opens wide again. I also took my older sister. It's her birthday, so I took her to go see it, or it was her birthday, and a few days back, and it was a belated thing, and she also loved it. So we had an amazing time, and it's a great film. And yeah, My Old Ass. I got to see it early, and I loved it, and I'm gonna give it one of these. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars plus. Way to go, Megan Park. You are quickly becoming one of my new favorite filmmakers. Literally, like, modern day John Hughes. This woman. Like, seriously, she's amazing. She has an amazing ear for the way young people relate to each other in a way that I am kind of amazed by. For someone who is roughly my age, maybe a little bit older. It's kind of amazing. She clearly remembered something about growing up and the rhythms of growing up, and I really admire the hell out of that. And so yeah, My Old Ass, 5 out of 5 stars plus. Let's close the book on it. Trailer Trash None. This was an early screening. Thank you to the Draft House in St. Louis and Amazon for the invite. This was really fun. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that is it. Definitely go see this one. It comes out in limited release on September 13th, and it goes nationwide September 27th. Please see this and see it with a crowd. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, My Old Ass. It was one of the best films of the year so far. That's it. We will be back tomorrow for a review, late tomorrow, for a review of the horror film Stream, co-starring David Howard Thornton from the Terrifier movies. Yeah, Art the Clown. Yeah, he has a new horror movie. Yeah. Also this week we got a bunch of reviews coming up. We got Blink Twice coming up. We got The Forge, aka the sequel, aka War Room 2, which, if it's anything like its predecessor, I'm gonna love it. Not for the reasons I'm supposed to, but it'll be entertaining. The Forge, like I said, aka War Room 2. The Crow, the new The Crow. And then we also have 17 tour. Follow Again in cinemas. That's the name of it. It's a concert film. And the animated feature 200% Wolf, which apparently features the voice of Samara Weaving. Okay, cool. And then also Sunday we have reviews of The Killer, the John Woo one, not to be confused with the David Fincher one, as well as The Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat, which is quite a title, starring Anjanou Ellis-Taylor, who was terrific earlier this year in Origin, among other things. Also, and then Monday we'll have a review of Between the Temples, starring Jason Schwartzman and Carol Kane, and another AMC Screen Unseen. So we got a packed week, and then next week is the final weekend of the summer movie season, and then the following week we're of course going to see Beetlejuice among other things, and then we will do me and my pals will do the best and worst films of summer 2024. We did this last year; it was a lot of fun. We're going to do it again this year, and yeah, it's going to be old friends, new friends, and even a bear. So that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. See it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Class dismissed. Love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, "Hey Grant, I like waffles." It really helps out. And if you want to find me on some reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything, and either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of my old ass? Wow, that's a weird sentence. Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.